What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We're the Third Stream Podcast back with another wonderful episode today. It's going to be short and sweet, but really effective. Daryl, as always, good sir. What do
Before
you
we
have for
start,
us
you know
today?
what I just realized? I
What's
just
up?
realized when we started, all these people doing shows from their house, we started that. We
You know, I was about to say we have a quarantine episode, but I'm like, we kind of segued into this. So, like, we did it in person, and then we kind of like segued to this. We got better quality, all that stuff,
I
and
just
yeah, you're right. You're
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to throw you off. Go ahead.
No,
My bad.
it's facts because what we're doing right here is literally what the top dollar people are doing as well.
Right,
The
right,
same thing.
right.
Yeah. But go ahead.
So we're starting off with the news. I guess for us is it's still slow news cycle, but a lot of stuff happened since we first last recorded. The biggest, well, not biggest thing, but one of the things we wanted to talk about first is the Falcons' new uniforms. Have you seen?
I have seen them. My take on them, of course, the colors are always been good. Nothing's changed really with that, except what a red on red is a new thing now.
Yeah,
From
and
what
they
I
still,
saw.
I like to still have the old Falcon uniform. They kind of redid it a little bit, but I love that. It looked like, I think it got leaked early, so they just went with it because at first it was supposed to, I believe it was supposed to come out like the 14th, like yesterday, but I think it got leaked early, and so they just went ahead and threw it out.
My favorite uniform that we did have was the black, when we wore the black uniforms, the old school looking ones with the white bottoms.
Right.
Favorite. Yeah. Best jersey in NFL.
Like Jamal Anderson, Chris Chandler.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree, but I was one of those. I didn't care about new uniforms.
Oh no, I don't really care, and I also don't like that it says ATL.
Yeah, and the reason is we went 7-9, and Tom Brady and Drew Brees are in our division. So it's like I don't care how snazzy we look if we're gonna go 8-8 and 7-9 again.
It's funny mentioning that the Buccaneers wear red on red. So now it's like, okay, they're making big noise now. Let's try and take a little bit of that hype so they are like incredible. Maybe the fans will think that we're them. And
like that's not Matt Ryan, that's Tom Brady.
Right.
So, he didn't put a 25-point lead.
I don't know. I mean, we could fool the mind of some people, so I don't know. And then again, with the ATL thing, we don't actually call it ATL here. We don't walk around and say ATL, ATL, ATL. Like, I don't like the Hawks have done that. I don't like that the Falcons do that now. I don't like that.
That's like when people out of town call it Hot Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta ATLians, like
yeah, we don't do that.
it's
we don't do that.
Just stop. It's not a thing.
I thought it was interesting. I don't know if you saw the Carolina Panthers was making fun of the uniforms.
No, I didn't see that.
They basically said it was, I think it was The Longest Yard. What is the Adam Sandler football movie?
The Longest Yard.
Yeah, The Longest Yard. When they were in, they said they compared it to, and they do look similar if you see them side by side.
Those were fire, though, so I'm not mad.
But my problem is, it came from the Carolina Panthers, the one team we spank every year.
Not even just that. Let's look at their uniforms.
Yes, but we spank. If there's one team in our division, we spank every year.
Well, we usually go 1-1 with them.
Lately, we went 2-0. Other than the year they went to the Super Bowl, and remember, even the Super Bowl year, we beat them on the last game, blew them out on the last game of the season. So,
but their Super Bowl year, we went 1-1.
Yeah, we went 1-1. But remember, because the first game they beat us, they were dabbing and doing all the and then we ended up beating them. So what I'm saying is,
I do miss that team though. From them, that Carolina team was so cocky.
It's just the one team that should not be speaking in the division, which is arguably the weakest team in the division, is the one that's making fun. I was like, let the Panthers, let the Saints do it, let the Bucks do it.
Look,
I'll have you do it. Like,
so I don't feel insecure about myself. Let me make fun of you.
Yeah, exactly.
I know I'm the lowest tier out of all of us, but I got to make fun of you because you're one up above me. Let me bring you down so I can be up a little bit higher.
Yeah. So they even said Sean Payton made a joke of the jersey. I'm like, I'm kind of cool with him doing it.
You earned it.
Yeah, you earned it. Y'all Y'all beat us, or we go 1-1 every year.
Right.
If y'all are a Super Bowl contending team, y'all can make fun of who you want to. The Panthers.
That's true.
The Panthers are no. Who are you in front of? So, I like the jerseys. I'm probably gonna get me a Julio Jones or Deion Jones just because their last name is Jones.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna get one of their jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
I like them, but I won't like them if we're going 7-9. Like
I just got to see it on the players, and then I think winning has to come with the jerseys, like you're saying. I don't think I can watch a trash team have new jerseys, and we're like, what are we doing here?
At least we have new jerseys.
We got beat down, but we look good.
We look great doing it. No, yeah, and I agree. So, speaking of new jerseys,
yep.
Todd Gurley said he changed his number from 30.
It was a big hype thing because there's not much going on in the sports world right now. So, what is his number now?
His number's 21, but it was like countdown. And I'm like, I don't care what his number is. Like,
nobody cared. But I think the hype was because of who had the that number.
Yeah.
Good old my favorite player, Deion.
Yeah, he had a problem with Todd. He didn't want Todd Gurley to take 21. Todd Gurley took it anyway.
Could you elaborate on why?
Because Deion Sanders feels like his number should be retired.
So he didn't like what Trufant having it?
I don't think he liked Trufant having it either. But
I'd be more upset with that because that's a corner.
And Trufant was a rookie. It's not like he was a rookie taking that number.
True.
And a corner.
Yeah.
A corner and a rookie taking that number. I would have been more offended with Trufant.
I agree.
But the problem is, once I realized Trufant had it, I was like, Deion really doesn't have a leg to stand on. Because I don't remember him having a big fuss when Trufant took it. I don't remember it. So I think if Trufant wasn't a big deal, you can't be mad at this third person that came along.
Yeah, and like honestly, he's better than Trufant if we're like doing a ranking thing, even though different positions, but as just far as football players, NFL players, he's way better than him.
I was like, who has 30 that he couldn't take 30 again? I didn't know why changing numbers was a big deal.
Who does?
I didn't really 30? Care. That's what I was thinking. Who had 30? And maybe I should look up who has 30. But
dang, you waited for you. What would have happened if Trufant was still there?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
But so I guess what me and you were debating. So I saw this on, I think the First Take we're talking about it, but the shows have been kind of blah, so I don't really watch them.
I don't watch them at all.
Yeah, so they said that should the Falcons have retired the 21 jersey?
Let's throw this out there that Deion Sanders is recognized at the stadium in the rafters, but his number isn't retired. It's just Deion Sanders, and then it talks about his playing career, so the years he was there. So Deion Sanders, and then what years he was there. It should also, in the middle of that, should have his number tacked into it. Yes, 21 should be retired.
Retired.
Yes.
Okay, say why.
Why? Because the dude was incredible. We're talking about skill-wise. We're talking about skill-wise. His number should be retired all the way up until I forget what team he played for, where it just didn't matter. But almost every team, his jersey should be retired.
Baltimore was one of the. I think Baltimore was the last team he played for.
Okay, and did he play? Because I know he played for what? He played for the Reds in baseball at one point,
and also the Braves, didn't he?
Yeah, So he usually liked to. The reason I brought that up because he usually liked to play in the same city.
Right.
Did he play for the Yankees for a second?
I don't think he played for the Yankees.
I'm trying to think. Wait, Russell played. I was like, Russell Wilson plays for the Yankees now, something like that. Anyways,
yeah.
So the Baltimore one, no, but definitely Redskins, Falcons, and Cowboys. Yes,
right.
Because he was in his prime as prime time during all those.
Right.
The man had a great. The man had a great Super Bowl.
Right.
He had good stats. Barely practicing, might I add.
Right.
Yeah. So why do you think he should or should not?
I think he shouldn't. And this is why Deion Sanders has had a great year, correct? We can't disagree with that. But he had 5 good seasons with us, and his stats are better than Trufant right now. So now, Trufant has played longer and doesn't have the stats that Deion has in his 5 years.
I gotta interrupt you.
Okay.
Tony Gonzalez should have his jersey retired here. Yes or no?
Yes.
Bro, stop. Yes. I agree with you. I agree, yes. But what is the difference?
The difference is the caliber of team Gonzalez was on compared to
Super Bowl team. Super Bowl.
No,
Pro Bowls.
Yes, but I'm saying with the Falcons.
That's what I'm talking. No, anything we talk about from here on out is just Falcons right now until we get off the
Super Bowl with Deion.
Yes, they did. I thought they did.
We went 96. Let me see. I just had Deion Sanders. Deion played from 89 to 93. So we went in 96. So he wasn't on the Falcons team at that point.
Don't take that from me, man.
Gonzalez is and then because I'm gonna
okay. Well, the Gonzalez era time, we should have had more than one Super Bowl appearance. Absolutely. So the plain fact we went to one, I'm not. Nah. That's equivalent.
I guess because Deion had, to me, more success with other teams. Like he went to the 49ers, to Dallas. He had more success with other teams. I feel like that's their player, not ours. So I feel like Gonzalez is
for sure a Chief.
He said he will go down as both a Chief and a Falcon.
You can't make that decision.
Well, I
can't make that decision.
I guess I don't always see Deion as a Falcon, and I know that, and maybe because we were young when he was with Atlanta,
right,
and maybe it was 5 years and we weren't that competitive,
right.
So I guess I don't always see Deion as a Falcon. That's why I'm okay with him retire. You remember when they showed like the best Falcons, and they would put Deion Sanders, then show Brett Favre? It would be something for me. It was down that same. Even though
the Brett one is way different because he didn't do jack here. Brett didn't do anything. It's just we had that man as a placeholder. His name became something great. But Deion actually did do great things here for 5 years.
Yeah, I just see him. I guess I view him as something else.
And who's our best corner in history for the Falcons?
He is.
Are you joking right now? You're really not going to put somebody there?
Like, because I don't see him. Every time I see Deion, I kind of forget he was a Falcon. I kind of forget.
But guess what will remind you when we go to the games? Right up there, 21.
Also, though, the Falcons do not have a number retired right now. They don't have, nobody's retired. No, they have names in the honor,
names. And again, to reiterate, Deion's name is retired up there, which is weird.
Yeah.
We for sure know 2 will be up there. Oh, well, 3. 3 should be up there for sure. Julio, Matt Ryan, and Roddy is probably going to get his up.
Roddy's in the Ring of Honor. I thought he was the newest one in the Ring of Honor. I had the Ring of Honor name.
I thought so too, but do you think? Dang, bro, what do you think's going on with the Falcons? Why we don't?
2019. Warwick Dunn is 2017. Deion was in 2010.
Thank you for bringing that up. Should Warwick Dunn be in there, or should he be for the Buccaneers?
No, I'm fine with him being here. I'm fine.
And then let me just ask, why haven't we honored anybody?
I don't know, because I think we both argue Vic should be there. He should definitely be there.
Is Matt Ryan about to be the first?
to have his number retired. The way people talk, yes, Matt Ryan's gonna have a statue. The way people talk.
Actually, that is facts. He will. He will.
I'd rather have Deion Sanders' number retired than a Matt Ryan statue.
I didn't even think about that, but I think it's inevitable. I think crazy. A statue will happen outside of that stadium.
That's crazy. Now, I'd rather have a Julio toe touching in the Super Bowl catch statue. But I don't.
You know what? It could be too, because some stadiums they have it this entrance and then that entrance and then that entrance. You might have. You're gonna see me only go on that entrance, the Julio entrance.
Yes, Matt Ryan does not deserve a statue, and I know how
he's going to get it though.
The media here in Atlanta just drools over every move he makes. I'm not one of them. You're not one of them.
Nope.
But no, he does not deserve a statue. The only he deserves a statue in Foxborough. That's where he deserves a statue in the front of the Patriots on a 25-point lead. That's where he does not. No, he doesn't. No, if you're
he's going to get it.
And okay, and we'll debate it when it happens. I agree with you, but no.
When's Kobe getting his?
It's probably soon. He just got inducted in the Hall of Fame with Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan. So it has to be soon, right? I would think it has to be. Probably after all this is over with the COVID-19.
Yeah.
We'll okay. That. But back on topic.
Yes. Again, you said that he's the best corner.
Yeah.
But you're saying no.
Because I guess I never see him as a Falcon.
It don't matter what you but in the back of your mind, you knew he was one.
Yeah, because I see highlights and stuff. But it's just I just feel like I feel like that team didn't do anything. Like we say Deion because that makes us look good, but it's like Deion did great things with other
teams. They ever make the playoffs ever while he was there?
I don't know, probably so.
That's good enough. That's good enough. That's good enough. That's like saying should Baker Mayfield be retired? Like, let's just say his whole career is what we see now.
Right.
They never make the playoffs for 30 years. That would be crazy, to be honest.
Crazy.
Should he, just because he has all the Matt Ryan like accolade stats, he's the number one this, and that. Should they be retired?
No. Just because the organization was too afraid to let go. No, he should not.
So you're telling me that somebody can lead the leaderboards for a team's organization with stats, but never get their jersey retired? That's crazy.
No, I think they will have their jersey retired, but should they? Like Matthew Stafford, I think is a great argument, right? Should Matthew Stafford have his jersey retired? Answer to me is no. No.
Yes, I agree with that because of he hasn't done anything.
He hasn't done anything. And if I'm gonna say Matt Ryan, no, I'm definitely gonna say Matthew Stafford, no.
Matt Ryan for sure would be more deserving than
Matthew Stafford, absolutely.
Yes, yeah. Julio.
But Matt Ryan, no.
Julio,
yeah. Yes.
It's so biased. It's so biased because one can't exist honestly without the other.
Yeah, but one of them is probably arguably the best receiver in the league.
I agree.
One of them helped us win the Super Bowl. Like, this is the thing. I know we're going to blame Dan Quinn and Kyle Shanahan and the running game and the blocking.
As we should.
If we would have won the game, Matt Ryan would have been MVP. We would have gave him all the wins. So if we're going to do that, we also need to blame him when he lost it too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're going to like the defense didn't hold anybody. Well, also when the Patriots I'm saying when the Patriots scored, we gave the ball right back to the Patriots.
That's true.
Matt Ryan nothing then?
No. Even though Matt Ryan was incredible that year. If I had that Matt Ryan his whole career, I would never give him a problem. Because I would just say you can't win them all.
Right.
Like, because I would trust like how the Patriots trust and believe that they were always going to make it back.
Mm-hmm.
If I had that Matt Ryan, every year of his career, aggressive, running the ball, making good decisions, great play calling. I would have been like, hey, we lost this one. It sucks. It hurts, but he's great. But nah, it's just like you go the next year and we just weren't good. Like we forgot what we were.
How many interceptions he throwing to the third string tight end this past year? Like, come on. So, all right. So that brings up a topic because I thought this article was interesting, and I'm only bringing it up to be kind of facetious because I know this article won't go anywhere. But it was an article about the Houston Texans and Atlanta Falcons making a trade for Deshaun Watson, for Matt Ryan, and of course it'd be Matt Ryan and some picks. Yeah. If the Falcons were to do this, of course they would need to give Deshaun Watson a brand new contract when we're already cash strapped. So I'm telling you a bunch of reasons why this won't happen. Plus, the media loves Matt Ryan. He is the golden boy. But what do you think about, let's just say we're thinking about this.
If we want to just talk about it for the sake of discussing it, we can. But I try not to talk about things like I will get hyped up for, and it will never happen.
Right.
But to entertain you for this sake of the viewers and listeners, would I take this opportunity? Absolutely. Could you imagine Deshaun with Julio and Calvin Ridley and us arguably having the best receiving core?
He put up 50 on us.
which is scary.
With just a DeAndre Hopkins.
But think about this, right? You would have his ability to run, his comeback ability, and having that team. Why would you not want to do it?
I agree.
I'm taking that all day.
Also, you're even forgetting he's from here. Like he's from Georgia.
That's true. That's true too.
Like anything, Deshaun, he seems disgruntled in Houston.
There's no peace.
Yeah, the fan base is split with Matt Ryan. Half either really love him, half really hate him. There's really no in between with Matt Ryan.
With that, just to say before you continue, we're just gonna have to see this to the end. With him.
So then here's another article and I think this is smoke too.
Yeah.
They talked about the Falcons may be aggressively looking for a quarterback in the draft.
Like aggressively high tier?
Yeah, like they might trade up looking for a quarterback. So let's say they trade up in the first round for like Herbert or Jordan Love, who Jordan Love they said could be the next Patrick Mahomes.
Have you ever watched Jordan Love?
Highlights.
I watched games.
You're not a fan?
I like him.
What about Justin Herbert?
The way they're hyping him up so much, by the way, they're talking about him going to the Patriots, by the way.
Yeah.
Look.
They're saying he's the next Pat Mahomes.
I didn't see this at Utah. Did they go undefeated? Did they do anything great?
No,
so should he be in the Hall of Fame? no, I'm like, what's up?
That's gonna be the running thing.
I didn't see. I saw he was good, but y'all are saying great. I haven't seen it. I'm not doubting it.
The third quarterback taken in the draft,
bro, from Utah, man. I'm not knocking it because what's his name went to Wyoming,
right?
What's the Bills quarterback?
Josh Allen.
Yeah. So, but I watched him and I was like, that dude's big. That dude also had comebacks. I'm not knocking your high school career where you weren't recruited very high. Right. So you had to go to that smaller D1 school. And then I'm just talking about like, what did you do in college that really is great? I don't know.
That's why I said that. And when I heard the article, because I read it about the Falcons looking for a quarterback, and they're looking for, because Matt Ryan's about to be 35 and a successor for a backup role, basically what I've been saying about Jalen Hurts. And of course, I'm thinking Jalen Hurts in my head. Like, man, Jalen Hurts would be great.
Trust me, we're not.
We're not. But you know what the article said? What one mock draft had us? They had us drafting a quarterback. And this quarterback made me almost flip my table over and just give up my Falcon. And I think you know who it is.
Is it
Jake?
So,
Wow.
that's the same person. They're the same person.
Lesser tier.
They're the same person. Lesser tier. He's gonna do the bare minimum. He's gonna meet his quota, and then that's it.
I would even took Jacob Eason over Jake Fromm.
I would too.
Like,
can we? It just gets annoying. Like, why don't you guys want to be better?
I think the great thing is that nobody knows what they're doing, and it's only been 1 year. I successfully picked. No, 2 years. I successfully picked their first round pick, and that was Corsa Big Beasley because that was such a dud trade.
Yeah,
and Sean Witherspoon back in the day, and Jake Matthews because Jake Matthews was dud too.
Yes, true.
Other than that, I didn't successfully pick.
So speaking of trades and drafts, they've been in Falcons. They're talking about us trading up.
Right. Yes, that's a lot going on too.
We may try and get CJ Henderson.
Yep.
Your boy. And then Javon
Kinlaw, who's my guy. That's who I want.
So they're talking about trading up for him, and then with that, we would sacrifice 2 later picks, 2nd round pick and whatever else.
And I'm completely against it.
You're against it.
I'm against. I'd rather trade back than trade up because I don't think we can waste the capital. I think we need so many spots that we can't trade away.
I don't remember. I gotta listen back to the previous episode. Did I'm just trying to see if I said we're gonna focus on defense for the draft.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, yeah, it looks like we are.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not mad at that because defense wins championships, but offense brings in the crowds. People, they sell tickets. Right. But if you can have a blend of both, like I said, we have. I love the Todd Gurley pickup, as long as he plays like Todd Gurley. Yep. And then middle of the draft to free agency, if we can capitalize on offensive linemen, I'm good. I really think we can have a complete team.
But my question is, if you do trade up, who are you trading up for? Like CJ Henderson, Javon Kinlaw? I think CJ Henderson could possibly still be there at 16. Javon Kinlaw, he could possibly be there, but I think it's a huge stretch.
Yeah.
If he gets past Jacksonville, then it becomes a big deal that he might be there at 16. I think Jacksonville is the big, because I think it's going to be a run on wide receivers with Oakland, the Jets, the Broncos. I think it's going to be a run on wide receivers, so that's going to make Kinlaw fall to us. But if you trade up, who are you trading up for? And I'm like, the only one I'll probably trade up is maybe, if we're talking corner, Jeff Okudah from Ohio State, maybe Isaiah Simmons, the linebacker / safety.
Regardless, to me, it's defense.
Yeah, it has to be defense. Yeah. I just don't want to sacrifice. I think we have so many. Look, we still got safety. We got corner. We got a guard / center for the future. Maybe a swing tackle. Maybe a running back. Defensive end, we got so many spots that we can't trade up for them. You know what I'm saying? We can't lose capital later on because there's nobody. It's not like when we traded for Julio, we felt like, oh, Julio was it. We have so many spots that need to be filled. I'd say trade down.
I do feel like I like the, off-season aggressiveness. I do appreciate y'all aren't sitting there doing nothing. You're discussing, you're putting things on the table, seeing if you can catch anything. I like it. I hope we don't do anything stupid. But I like that we're making action. We're taking action.
Yeah, the only thing stupid we did, and it's not really us, the Falcons being stupid, is media. They keep pushing this. We're racking up first round talent. And I'm like, Quan Treadwell is not a starter. Stop putting him as a starter.
Right.
He is not a starter.
But I expect the GM, head coaches, who else in the war room to do their research.
Yes.
I wonder what that day is going to be like, by the way. We'll talk about that in a second.
I just don't feel like there's a player. I don't feel like we're in a position to trade up. That's why I don't want to trade up.
Right. I agree with that. I agree.
The only way I feel like we should trade up, let's say we get a Javon Kinlaw in the first round, and CJ Henderson slides for some reason, and we trade up to go get him. So we had just like we did last year, 2 first-round picks. I'm fine with that.
Yes.
But I'm not willing to move up.
You have
higher.
To get both.
Yeah, we would have to get both for that to have like an AJ Terrell, Diggs, like a cornerback like that we can get, that we might have to trade up to get. So I want the defensive tackle and the corner, but it sacrifices the edge. What I think, what's the guy, Darrell from Tennessee? I can't think of his last name. Is or your boy from Jacob from Florida.
Yeah,
from Florida. Stuff like that maybe later, or Julian from Notre Dame. Like it's a bunch of edge rushers that we can get later.
Right.
So that's why I want to trade up.
I, for some reason, feel good about this draft.
You do?
I do. I really just feel like you can't be that stupid to only have one extra remaining chance. I'm talking about Dan Quinn and all them for you to blow it.
Right.
There's no way you're that dumb.
You're right.
So I gotta believe in you. I have to believe in you because you already exhausted your last chance. But God bless you with another chance.
Yeah. Right.
If you blow this, then you might not need a coach, period, in the NFL.
Right.
So I trust them because let me add this again. They're already making good decisions.
Right. They have made very good decisions.
Let's keep doing that. So I don't know.
So how do you think? So the draft is completely virtual this year. How do you think it's gonna look? Like, are you interested in it? Are you
for sure gonna watch it? For sure gonna. I mean, there's nothing else to do, and we love football so much. We love the draft. The draft was always like a make sure you're free for those 3 days, get some food, and just sit there and keep watching. That's gonna still be the case. How's it gonna happen? The one thing that was interesting to me was the war room.
Right.
Are they going to be in the same room?
I think so.
So if so, are they going to wear masks or they have big enough rooms to be 6 feet apart?
Where you're at,
also, they're not going to have as many. If so, they're not going to have as many people in the war rooms because usually, there's a lot of people in there.
Right.
They might cut that.
Right.
If they cut it, they might cut out those other people's roles, period, / and they might just have them on standby, on call, like conference.
Right, yeah.
They're on the call or whatever. Also, it being virtual, they're going to have a computer set up here, the big TV where you can see them, and then they're probably making everybody get either a Skype or a Zoom account. I'm talking about the players. So, like, say I'm the head coach, you're the player. You're going to hear that ring, and you better answer. So everybody's going to have to be by that computer.
Right.
Because when I call you and talk to you, I have the chance now to see you. Because, usually they'll call and be like, hey, whatever, like, hey, welcome to the team.
Yeah.
But now it's going to be virtual. So it's just going to be interesting how my question is too, is there going to be lag? Is there going to be issues with how they're going to go about this?
I'm about to bring up my point.
Yes.
We could not record last week because of what?
Everybody is home and the internet is overpopulated because the bandwidth, everybody's on it.
And we kept freezing and dropping, and we couldn't record last week.
Yes. Guys, we did try to have an episode, but it was virtually impossible.
So my thing is, will that happen in the draft? Will you have somebody who's trying to comment, like connection just dropped? Because you're talking about completely virtual, like.
You got to think about this too. Some of these country places, some of these like really country, like deep South Southern players, they ain't got the strongest internet in their mom's house.
Right. And then I'm like you, I want to see how many people like if I'm getting drafted, do I want to show like a bunch of my family there? Because then it looks bad that I'm not social distancing, but
Oh,
Like,
oh,
it's
yeah.
all that. Like, how? Like, am I just gonna be in the room by myself? And then I feel like
Dang.
I'm gonna feel bad for them. That's how they kind of come across. I'm gonna feel bad, even though they're all millionaires, so you can't feel too bad.
Yeah.
But I'm interested if this is gonna take away from the draft for me watching it.
Oh, it will.
Take away. Like,
It will.
seeing Roger Goodell get booed every time he walks on stage is part of the draft for me, and to not have
That's
that.
true.
So strictly, I'm only watching to see who we pick at this point and who goes where.
Okay. Another question. One of my favorite things about the draft, I don't know about you, is listening to the analysts sitting at the table, and then they pull up the players and they talk about the different people, like the Todd Mache. What's his name? Yeah.
When Mike used to do it. Like Todd Mache, who's
there's the other guy.
Trey Wingo is there, but the other guy, Mel.
Yeah, it just depends on what channel. If you watch ESPN, if you watch NFL Network, yeah. So those guys that we named, I love. They're all there,
right?
Are they going to be on Skype calls?
And that's going to be. Don't you think that's going to take away from it?
Yes, because also I like their backdrop was the stage was behind them.
Right
now. I'm gonna see your fishing awards. I'm gonna see your kids.
Your fishing award. Your kids in the background running around.
Like what's up? I don't want to see that. So if so too, if that's the case, they need to actually be sending them NFL backdrops, like step and repeats behind them, because it'll ruin it if I just see a normal background behind you. It's not professional.
Yeah, but that's how ESPN has been, and it has taken away from it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things they've done that I don't know. I just think the step and repeat's a good step. Also, again, who's the tech person that's behind them being the web guy that's going to put the analyst in the corner right here,
right?
The new player or the Goodell here. I don't know.
I can just see it. I guess I can see it being a mess. I can see this being a mess. And that's why I think it's going to take away from me.
I just think there might be a lot of lag.
Right.
Just imagine you waiting to hear your name and it glitches out.
Yeah. I agree.
It'll be like Jones.
It just freezes.
Excuse me?
Or you're trying to make a pick and it just call drops.
The Atlanta Falcons slick.
And it just drops. It just drops out. Like
you just see a freeze.
Yeah. And I'm kind of like, should I watch this on the radio? Is where I'm thinking. Should I watch this on radio because of those things? And I don't know.
Will it be playing over the radio?
It depends. Like, of course, if I go to like our Atlanta radio station, but it won't be the same. It'll be like the radio host talking, and I think like whatever.
You can listen to it, but I think you have to see this. I think you have to see it.
I think you should watch the first round, and depending how the first round goes, depends. Do you watch the?
No, I'm not encouraging anybody, you or anybody, to continue watching it. But I think with your own eyes and your lifetime, you have to see how is this going to go down.
You need to.
You don't see that kid that doesn't know what happened last night,
right? Yeah,
you have to see it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna watch it because you just named it. It's the only thing on. So
it's the only thing on.
Yeah, so
there's nothing else on.
And is it next Thursday, right? It's
next Thursday. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. It's just I guess I'm more watching the kind of mess it might be than the actual draft.
I just want to see can they pull it off? Can they pull it off?
Right.
Because ESPN and then you got extra feeds. You got the ESPN feed. You got the NFL Network feed. That's two different people. You got teams you got to work with.
So you got like CBS might have one. Like you're talking about internet people, internet shows that
you got to think these major networks honestly don't know how to do internet. They know how to do shows, highly produced shows in person. and then put them on the internet. But they don't know how to do internet shows like what we're doing. This is an internet-based podcast. Like I study, we learned how to do this. They don't know how to do that.
Right.
So
you can tell.
Did they hire people for this? That's a good question. Because if you ask me, I'm hiring a third party, whatever company, digital company to handle this.
Right.
Because I'm not dropping the ball. Because you know how much money can be brought in through this draft. 3 days.
Yep.
Come on, man. 3 days. And then look how long Saturday or what is it? Yeah, Saturday's draft is super long.
Yep. Because Friday's just second and third round, and then Saturday's everything.
Saturday's all day. Could you really imagine having a glitchy, bad, laggy stream for from 12 to 7?
8 hours. About 8 hours.
Yeah, for 8 hours. No.
No.
So we'll see. I'm gonna be tuning in.
And the reason it has to be good is because you already lost so much money making digital. You lost a lot of money. So now you're just going to miss out on the viewers. It's just like, by the 7th round, all of them check out. 80% of the viewers check out because nobody wants to see this. Like I don't know.
I'm curious. I can't wait to see the numbers. I can't wait to see the numbers after.
But it's no not towards anybody because I know this is unprecedented times. But ESPN.
You could still come prepared. You could still hire, like I said, a third-party company to help you with webcams, to help you with backdrops, step and repeats, to help you with the producing side of a digital show. People do this all the time.
But I haven't watched ESPN since Tom Brady announced he was going to be a Buccaneer.
Me neither.
What is there to watch? What is there to talk about?
So therefore, you can't afford to drop the ball.
You can't afford to. I haven't listened to. Only time I listen to sports radio, I had a physical a couple of days ago, and I turned it on the way to the doctor. But halfway through, I heard they ain't talking about nothing, and I would listen to my iPad. Apple. But so you're right. They cannot drop the ball on this because
it better be crystal clear with crystal clear sound.
Right.
Yes. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see next week.
I'm curious to see what the war room is going to look like for each team. Are some people in the room? Are the others on conference call? Are others on, Skype call? Like, what's up? So
and after they make this never made sense to me. After they make a pick, they all clap and shake hands and hug. Are they going to do that? First of all, that never makes sense. Like, oh my God. Like, I'm going to give, the Cincinnati Bengals, hey, we want to draft Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Roddy Bell says Joe Burrow. And they all clapping like they're all shocked and like we actually got him. Like it was a lot.
It's funny. Another thing that's funny. Say if there's 15 seconds on the clock and you got it, you're in the war room and you got to make that call to the other team to say, hey, we want to trade for that spot. Right. Wonder if I'm like, Daryl, what do you think we should do? Now you're over a Skype call.
Right.
Your joke freezes.
Just
what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? All right, we should go ahead and like what happens? Y'all better have hired, and also if it is overcall, y'all better have the best line of service, the best internet providers, like business class.
Or a rule in place just in case something does happen.
Something, man. Like we'll see.
Something.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Oh, one last thing about football. We got the XFL corner.
Josh.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I think it's dope. I feel bad for the XFL. It looks like they may not come back.
Yeah, they didn't get to finish their season. It wasn't going bad.
Yeah, it wasn't going bad. It wasn't going great either, but it was going bad.
It was enough to last another year.
Yes, absolutely. I just think the quarterback play was bad.
Agreed.
Other than Cordell Jones, and I think it was another player. I can't remember.
It's still crazy that he's in the XFL.
Yeah. I think I think he's because we had a linebacker that we picked up, and I think a tight end from the XFL.
Right.
So XFL people are getting their chance, and I think that's what they wanted. So
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's awesome. Yeah. Anybody having an opportunity is great.
I think he's a good experienced person who is I think he's 25, 27. And he could help out in the nickel spot. So the more the merrier. He's proven. Packers usually have had a good defense. I like it. I'm good with it. Yep. So I guess that wraps up as far. Oh, Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, Christian McCaffrey. Yeah.
Please.
He was the highest paid running back in the league.
He got a new contract, guys.
Yep, which was strange that he got a new contract at this time. You just would think that, it's kind of weird to me. And I don't want to hate on anybody. Okay, I'm excited that anybody got their money, but it's weird for me that he's the highest paid running back ever when people are losing their jobs, and this is the highest unemployment. So for me, it was weird at first to even how can I be truly happy if people who are unemployed, laid off, furloughed, all these stuff. But I think he's well deserved as a running back. He's not a pure runner because Derrick Henry was people saying Derrick Henry should be like, what the F? No, but he's different from you because he's like a running back / receiver.
Correct. He is.
And he threatened you, and he had so many different parts of the field. He's not just a
facts. Yeah.
So it's a little different than Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry can do a couple of years and get worn down from all the carries. And this guy, he's not going to have all those worn down because he's going to be pushed out of receiver so much.
Right. That's true. I didn't even think about that though. With everybody losing their jobs and unemployment is at over 6.6 million people, and he just got a fat check that literally could have been given to all those people.
Right.
Just split it up. But I know it doesn't work like that. It's not like that. But for him, shout out to him. You deserve it. Very well deserved. I can't knock that you're in this realm where people get paid crazy amounts. So I think, I don't know. They could have waited a different time to giving it out.
Announce it. Do the deal. Wait to announce it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was possibly a little tacky. But hey, it's done. But he deserves it. He deserves
it. As his position, he definitely deserves it.
Yeah.
He deserves it. I'm not arguing over it. Does he deserve it? He definitely deserves it. It's just weird for me to hear that when you're talking about unemployment and all that. All the stuff that's going on.
Right.
Checks that need to go out and all this stuff. So it's weird to hear that. But he definitely deserved it. He was on my fantasy team. He got second place, so I know what he was doing, and he definitely deserves that.
Right. But yes, wrapping out of football, wrapping up the podcast. Two things: KG, KD.
All right, real quick. KG, I thought was funny that he called the owner. He called the owner a snake, and he said he would not retire as a Timberwolf. One of my biggest not interviews, but things with KG. He was being interviewed. And it was when he was with the Timberwolves, and he was crying. And they was like, "What's wrong?" And he was like, "We're losing. We just keep losing." And he was.
That is the passionate guy, though.
Yeah, he's a very passionate guy. I was actually, when I saw him go into the Hall of Fame, I thought to myself, what would he go in as?
He would have to be the Timberwolves.
That's what I was thinking. Even though he won with Boston, but he but he was a all-star dominant player and then got traded from Boston, to the Nets, back to the Wolves for so I would think he was going to retire.
He was supposed to go back there to retire as a Timberwolf, which he did, which means I'm trying to get my jersey retired here.
Yeah, so when he made that comment, I was like, whoa, so I guess he's going to retire a Celtic? Can you choose? I don't know. Let me say I was shocked because why would he get traded back to the Wolves to retire there if he felt that way?
That's a good question. I guess it might have happened that last season.
Maybe so. But I was just like, he said he won't be a Wolf, so I guess you get to pick.
I guess Celtics it is.
That's it. Yeah, it's
that's cool. You were good. You know, did good things. Yeah. Yeah. Well, all right then. Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. I think it plays into what we all said. He's insecure. He's emotional. Like basically, he was like the people, the writers chose Steph over him. Like basically, they were bigging up Steph by putting him down, and that was a factor of him leaving because he felt like he would never be Steph.
Bro, you ruined such a great thing. You're like that team could have run it back so many more times.
Yeah, and then it was so small. While you're like, it's not like Steph's doing it.
You're right. Like that. You're right.
It was so petty of like because they said he would go at Warriors fans who seem to favor Steph over him. He would go at them in the comments and stuff, and I was like, bro.
The funniest thing that, and the funniest other thing still is this man creating a fake account to talk.
A fake account.
You're so much bigger than everybody. For you to do that, that's hilarious.
And it's just like, why do you care? You're the arguably second best player in the NBA. You destroyed LeBron when they played one-on-one.
Oh, that was so incredible. Yeah.
Your team, like you said, could have ran it back and been in the finals this year. Even how good the Lakers and the Clippers are, they still could have beat them.
Way more complete of a team. Yes.
Yeah, of course, if the Warriors were healthy, could have beat them. But it's like, why? Why did you let that?
Yep. Yeah. They could have had back-to-back again from last year's thing. The point of fact they made it is great, but if everybody was healthy, nobody got hurt, they would have won it last year. That's my thoughts. And also, you could have run it back again this year and next year and the year after that.
Yes.
I don't like when people with egos ruin good things for more money and
fame. It kind of
fame.
And it's like, I don't think you're gonna gain your happiness from Brooklyn.
Nah, because watch when you play with Kyrie, it ain't gonna work.
And then
the team already doesn't like Kyrie again.
Yeah,
again.
Right?
Is that at that point something's wrong with you? The Celtics didn't like you,
right?
And Brooklyn doesn't like you. What are you doing?
Right. And then you still have Boston to contend with. You have Philly to contend with, Milwaukee to contend with, Toronto to contend with. So it's not going to be no cakewalk for you when you come back.
Yep. So, I never really liked the decision.
I didn't like him going to Golden State, but I think I hated him more of the reason why he left Golden State.
No. I'm okay with the Golden State thing. I'm with you. The reason he went was poor. But when he landed there, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the Brooklyn decision.
Right. The reason, and it's more of him getting away from Steph's shadow, feeling like it seems like. Then I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's stupid, man.
Crazy.
Yeah. But anything else you want to
add? No, that's it.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, we managed like an hour.
Okay.
Solid. Yeah. So with that being said, that'll wrap up this episode 33, might I add.
Ooh.
Yes, Larry Legend. So yeah, you guys can catch us, of course, audio on SoundCloud and visually here on YouTube. Hello, guys. And also, if you look at the ticker down below for those on YouTube, you can follow us on Third String Pod on Twitter and Instagram, Third String Podcast, and then plus it'll be on the description down below for SoundCloud and YouTube as well, and vice versa. So thank you guys so much. Stay safe. Practice that social distancing. We've been doing this for a while now with the podcast, so that's why it's so awesome. But guys, thank you so much. We will catch you next week literally pre-draft. So all right, guys. So y'all be ready. Let us know in the comment section below if any trades or on social media what you guys think. Let us know. So yeah. All right, Daryl. Heading on out. We'll see you guys next week. Take care, guys.
Peace.